ever wondered how to quantum jump? Welcome to Tools to Manifest Your Dream Life with myself, Glenyce. Thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. Yeah, we're going to talk about how to quantum jump on the show today. But first, I am inviting you to the Manifesting membership. We are celebrating 1 year. 1 year since we started the magic. It is incredible, my sweet friends. The link is above or below. If you don't see a link, reach out. Every month we have a specialized training. This month we're actually talking about using remote viewing to enhance your manifestations. And there's so many other cool trainings in the membership. If you want to see the whole list, you can go and check out the webpage. It's all listed there for you. We also have a monthly facilitation call. So everybody jumps on Zoom and people come in with their questions. We process, we clear, we heal, we do whatever's required so that we can actually create the change that's possible for us. And there are weekly energetic exercises available for you. They're in all sorts of different categories, like manifesting money, manifesting anything, manifesting peace. There's so many different ones that are available, and every Monday there's a new one added. Let's start talking about how to quantum jump. Now this might be a little bit out there for you, and maybe not. Maybe you've been around for a while and this is totally what you love to talk about. Either way, it is talked about from the place of shifting realities, as though there's different realities running at the same time, and we could quantum jump from one reality to the other, meaning that if you had a reality where you were financially successful, and the current reality you're in, you're not maybe as financially successful as you would like to be, then what you can do is you actually can quantum jump from the current reality to the one that you would like to be in. The way that I see it is that every choice we make can veer off into other possibilities. So if you were to choose to quit your job today, there's about a bazillion other possibilities that could occur. You could quit your job and have no money and lose your house. You could quit your job and find a new job that you love and feel successful in every area of your life. You could quit your job and struggle for 3 months before you find a job you love, and on and on and on. You get the idea. So what you can look at is all of the different realities based on the choices. What is the one you would like to quantum jump to? What is the reality you would like? Yeah, you get the idea. You're looking at, okay, here's where this is right now. So keeping with the work example, the job example, you're maybe working at a job you don't love. Okay, so what possibility would you like? Okay. Now, it could be, you could have a few different choices. Maybe you're like, I actually like where I work. I just don't like the work itself. So you could look at, okay, the reality where you're working, where you work at, but you're doing a job you love to do. That you could jump into. Or you could say, I don't like anything about where I'm currently working, so I want to quantum jump to a brand new place, a brand new type of work, or a brand new location. Quantum jumping suggests that every reality is out there, every possibility is out there, every choice that you could choose in some reality you've chose, and it's about which one would you like to jump to. The way that I see it is that we are always quantum jumping. We're always jumping from one reality to the other. When you woke up this morning and you got out of bed, you made the choice to do whatever first. Maybe you went to the washroom first. Maybe you went to get coffee first. Every one of those choices was jumping to another reality. If we see it as easy as that, then it'll be so much easier when you actually go to do it to the realities that you maybe feel like are impossible. So again, if you don't enjoy the work that you do or the job that you have, the idea of getting a job or having a job that you love, that might feel impossible compared to, am I getting out of bed and going for coffee, or am I getting out of bed and going to the washroom? You don't even think twice. You probably don't even think about it, to be honest. You probably just get up and do whatever you feel pulled to do in that moment. What if quantum jumping to the realities you truly desire, what you might have seen as the bigger things, what if that's as easy as bathroom or coffee? So how do we quantum jump? Now, there's many different ways, and the couple that I'm going to share here are ways that I use all the time. One is basically doing some sort of an energetic exercise or a guided meditation or a deep visualization, whatever you might call it, to really get into the energy of the reality you desire. You might have done this in different ways. You might have done guided meditations or spent 60 seconds a day thinking of the things you would like. You just may have never realized that's actually a tool to quantum jump to where you would like to be quantum jumping. That is a really good, amazing, magical way to quantum jump, because once we involve all of our senses, so if you're doing a guided meditation, or as I call them, an energetic exercise, you're perceiving, you're feeling, you're sensing, you're maybe seeing if you're visual in your mind. You don't have to be, but some people have that. Maybe you're smelling, maybe you're tasting. You're really, really intensifying that reality. You're making that reality real. And what occurs when we make it real and we put our energy into it, we have it, we live it, we experience it. Now, it may not be in that exact moment. And this is where I would say, at least for me, I can really trip myself up because, well, I did it that one time, or I did it for, 6 days in a row and nothing happened. And man, I tell you what, I can only imagine how many manifestations I have killed with that energy. Well, I tried it and it didn't work. I did the work and it didn't change it. Yeah. And I wonder, as I'm saying that, I wonder how many times I did that to ensure I didn't get the thing. I know, right? Because sometimes we will block or sabotage ourselves from the things that we would really like so that we can stay more in the energy of the whining, the complaining, the victim energy of poor me. Yeah, I'm really speaking to myself right here, guys. When we look at it from that place, then where you want to put your energy is, what would you like? Now, the cool thing, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm grateful you're here. If you've been around a while, you've heard me say this a million times, is that you don't need to know specifically what you would like. That is the biggest, well, probably not the biggest, but one of the biggest myths of manifestations. But what you do need is to be aware of the energies that you would like. Now, some people will say, I have no clue. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, cool. And what do you know? You could make a list of the things you don't want, the energies in your life that you maybe are currently experiencing. Write those down. Look at the opposite. What is that? So if you're struggling with a job you don't like, what is the opposite of that? Thriving in a job you do like. Guess what? Now you know something. You know the energies of what you would like. Don't even have to know the job. You just know the thriving of something you love to do. Woof. Now you're on a roll. So make that list if you need to. There's nothing wrong with making the I don't want this anymore list and putting your energy then into the opposite of those things. It will start to invite you into the possibilities. I would say, and this is something I've been recognizing with myself lately actually, is the addiction to the heaviness. Like the problems in the world, the problems in my world, the things that I don't think are quite right, the things that I think should be different, the addiction to the heaviness, not to the changing it. I've really been aware of that. I would say in probably the last 3 weeks of what is that in that moment? What is it that is more valuable to me to be playing with the heaviness? Playing with the heaviness will never change it. Acknowledging it, yes. So you can acknowledge that you don't like the job you're doing. You can acknowledge that. But what I'm talking about is more the, I don't like it, and I shouldn't have to do it, and what's wrong, and why do they get what they want, and I don't get what, like that crap? Oh my gosh. That does nothing but give more of that energy. And so that's something I've been really aware of, more so to really start shifting and changing that, because I know for me, that is not a creative energy. That is a killing energy. That is going to kill any of the things that I desire and keep me in that heaviness. And so really recognizing in terms of quantum jumping, again, guys, we're quantum jumping all the time. So when I'm playing with the heaviness, guess where I'm quantum jumping? Yeah. So it's up to us. It's a choice that we need to make in terms of what would we like, and maybe 10 minutes a day. If you could do it 10 minutes a day, get in the energy of it. Again, when you join the Manifesting membership, you get access to probably about 30 energetic exercises the moment you register, the moment you join. They're there, they're waiting for you. I don't recommend listening to all of them at once, of course, or all of them in the same day. They're already available for you. Same with trainings. There's a bunch in there. There's 10, 11 maybe trainings sitting, waiting. It's incredible what you get access to for only $29 US a month or 39 Canadian dollars a month. And one of the energetic exercises for April of 2025 is about quantum jumping. Now, the other quantum jumping technique that I wanted to share is you could do it either physically or in your mind. So you would take a cup, and maybe like a paper cup or something like that, where you can write on it, and you can write all the things in your current reality that you no longer desire. And then take another cup and write on it all the things that you are jumping into, all the things you would like to quantum jump to. So probably, again, the opposite of what's on cup 1 is what you'd put on cup 2. So again, you can do this physically if you want to, or you can do it through imagination if you're visual, or you can get the energy of, here's what I don't want, here's what I'm changing, into here's what I'm jumping into. So if you're doing it physically, you could actually put water in the cup of all the things that you don't desire anymore. And then once you have it and your other cup ready, then you basically take it and you pour the water from the cup that no longer works for you into your new reality. And that's like a symbolism of jumping into this new reality. And if you're doing it in your mind, you can do the same thing just without doing it physically. So imagining the cup filled up with water and then transferring it as you're energetically jumping, quantum jumping into the reality you desire. Now, what you want to be aware of with quantum jumping is that often when we do that, so let's say we take that example, or we start visualizing every day, as I talked about earlier, whichever way you want to do it, a lot of the reasons or the blocks or the limitations, the beliefs that are in place for us not living the life we desire will seem to get louder, which is good. I know we often get upset about it, or we think that we're doomed forever because all of this is coming up, but I promise you it's coming up to go out. So let it go out, acknowledge it as it comes up, and let it go out so that you can allow yourself to do the quantum jump as magically as it can be done, which is letting that crap go, letting the limitations go, letting those old beliefs go. If you were operating from the belief that you had to hate your work, maybe your parents did, so you saw that as normal and you took it on, and you've been living the last 20 years hating the work you do, but that's just what you do, and you ask for this change, you quantum jump into a reality where you love the work you do, all that stuff's going to come up. Let it go. You want it to come up. This is something to celebrate, but it is also where I see most people stop themselves. Please don't be most people. Be you and keep jumping. And I know all of the doubts that can come up with doing something like this, something that people might call us very far-fetched or way too woo-woo. Yeah, it is. And what if you tried it? Like, what if you actually tried it and really allowed yourself 3 months, to give yourself 3 months of using one of these techniques? You could even jump back and forth if you wanted to, using both of them, however you want to do it. But really allow yourself to try it, to experience it. And maybe keep a journal or a note on your phone or something so that you can start being aware of what does show up. Because it's easy to look and say, oh, well, nothing happened. Yeah, but if you think about it at the end of every day, if you look back at, again, sticking with the job stuff, what happened work-wise today? What has changed? What's different? What am I feeling? Where am I at with it? And not that it has to take you 3 months to quantum jump. That's not what I mean at all. But sometimes we quit, like I said earlier, right before the magic. And the more that you can just allow it to be part of your day, allow it to be normal and like a little fun game you play with yourself, then the more likely you are to not make it significant and not stop before the magic. So thank you so much for joining me. I am so incredibly grateful for all of you. I would love to hear your experience with quantum jumping if you've been playing with this for a while. And once again, I invite you to the Manifesting membership where all things are possible.